here with signatures. There's nobody here to listen to us, but we're here with updates to the petition that we've delivered multiple times to Diane Feinstein. We applaud that there has been moves to stop John Brennan's confirmation, and we want to stress that Diane Feinstein take a stronger role and that she look at the thousands of people that sign these petitions daily and really, really take it seriously.
That's what the senator's here.
Is the senator here? Nope. Anybody we can meet with? Okay. So we're here to symbolize
Hi.
thousands losses of lives that have taken place as a result of the drone strikes that the Intelligence Committee has knowledge of and is authorized. We've been here multiple times, yet there have been no moves and no strong words by Diane Feinstein to reject John Brennan. She should push for the public release of memos pertaining to targeted killings and speak with her colleagues such as Wyden, for instance, who have had a much stronger stance on the issue. We will wait.
And this is the drone. This is the noise it makes when it flies over the dead bodies. This is the noise it would make for a double tap. When survivors come in to try and save those that are injured. It hangs out for sometimes up to 2, 3, 4 hours, waiting to kill additional people. These are innocent victims of drone strikes that John Brennan has called for, along with Barack Obama, in their kill list. Most of these drone strikes take place in what we call signature strikes. That's where people thousands of miles away decide whether or not the activities of those on the ground suit what they describe as drone strikes, as terrorism. Diane Feinstein, I'm a Californian, and I'm asking you right now to deny John Brennan, reject John Brennan's nomination because he has been involved in torture and drone killings.
On Tuesday, they're going to go ahead and confirm this man. Diane Feinstein, you absolutely cannot let this happen. Be stronger, be wiser, and be more just to human beings around the world.
Diane Feinstein said in the committee hearing that she was talking about Anwar al-Awlaki, but she refused to mention Abdul Rahman al-Awlaki, 16-year-old, born in Colorado, born in Denver, has a Facebook page, a normal teenage boy going to look for his father, and now he's dead, and they refuse to say how he was killed or why he was killed.
And now they want more hearings on the topic, yet at the public hearing, they didn't even know how Abdul Rahman died. So I think there needs to be a fact checker available.
And if there's somebody coming in right now, that could be someone that was coming to save their brother, their sister, their wife, and they would be killed as well in what we call double tap. As the drone sits over the dead victims for up to 6 hours, waiting to kill again those that come in to save these people. Many of the victims might have been helped and not died in the drone strike, such as Tariq Aziz, 16-year-old boy from Pakistan, who's a drone victim, who before this was in Islamabad, and the John Brennan said that they had to kill this boy, even though they could have easily picked him up if he was indeed guilty of terrorism in Islamabad. The days before, he was victimized by killer drones.
Nobody's here to talk
Guys,
about
gotta cut this out right now. First one. Oh, you have to cut this out.
Congress needs to do its job.
I'm sorry, sir.
Apologize, I'm having a tough time.
Just you want us to be quiet?
No, you have to stop the administration.
Senator
But
Feinstein.
the senator has not asked us to stop. The senator's office has not asked us to stop.
And we're still waiting for somebody to come out and talk to
Hello.
us.
Came down, but he did it.
I'll need to
Oh,
call you
great.
back. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of a protest. I'm in the middle of a drone strike.
Apparently,
Yeah, no one has asked us to leave, sir.
and we're waiting for somebody to come in, but apparently it's too hard to step over us.
We're talking to, hello, ma'am.
no
We're
videotaping
talking
there.
to.
I can out here, I can,
Diane
yes.
Feinstein about John Brennan
Huh?
and his use of a kill list that he's worked out with Barack Obama to kill innocent victims in Pakistan. We're just asking Diane
T.D.
Feinstein to
Brooke.
reject.
Officer T.D. Brooke is asking me to turn my camera off. Tweet this out. Officer T.D. Brooke of the U.S. Capitol Police. Tweet this out, please.
This is the sound of a drone that is hovering over the victims of a drone strike, waiting to shoot.
He told me to turn my camera off.
What we call a double tap, where innocent victims would be killed once again. We are. How are you doing? Good. How are you doing?
I don't have to, sir. Officer T.B. Brooke asking me to turn my camera off of the U.S. Capitol Police. Please tweet that out. He asked me twice now to turn off my camera. I oblige in the office out of respect to Feinstein, but legally out here I'm allowed. They closed the doors. We can't hear what's going on.
Have the capital division Alpha Bravo to respond to divisional. Alpha Bravo team to respond to the division office. Shut.
We were displaying what might take place, where a group of people were congregating in an area that they might not like them to be congregating, and a drone would head over the top of them and just kill indiscriminately who is ever there. And then as the drone sits for hours and hours above the site where people were killed, making that incredible noise of that humming noise, people are afraid now today to go in, even if their brother, their sister, their wife, their kid is in there, obviously dead or dying from drone strike. They will not go in because of fear that everyone in the area will be killed. This is indiscriminate killing. We call this assassination, but definitely these are violations of Geneva Code. These are violations of rules of war. These are violations of human rights. And we're calling for Diane Feinstein to reject John Brennan, who next week they've canceled his CIA his confirmation as DCI today. And they moved it to next week. And the reason is because people like Rand Paul and others in Congress, other senators, have said they're unclear as to whether the testimony offered by John Brennan would include the killing of Americans on American soil, like Abdul Rahman, like his father Anwar al-Awlaki, like Samir Khan. These were Americans that were killed overseas. Now, Abdul Rahman was 16 years old, born in Denver, died in Yemen with a group of his cousins having dinner in Yemen. These are violations of human rights. This is what we call assassination. Very least, the government of the United States should recognize that it has made mistakes. It has indeed killed innocent people, and it needs to come to give justice to these innocents that have been killed, and it needs to end this drone program. Take the drones out of the hands of the CIA. and we're
Count is how we were treated inside Dianne Feinstein's office today. Her spokesman, Brian Weiss, was too scared to step over the dead bodies, but yet they go ahead and authorize the dead bodies that were laying there, so I don't really see what the problem is to come out and talk to us, and clearly they are too embarrassed of what's going on because they've shut the door. Their staffers definitely didn't acknowledge us politely, and they had to send the cops out our way because they were just too afraid of what they're doing themselves and too humiliated to acknowledge it. So I think that's something to take into account.
I was also told to turn my camera off twice being out here in the hallway by Officer Brooks of the U.S. Capitol Police, and did not comply because I know I can. Out here.
Yeah, you can.
Yes.
Yeah, you should. I mean, none of us should be scared to be here. It's our right to do what we're doing.
On the note of disrespect, my head was hit when opening the door, and I wasn't actually dead, so I would think an excuse me would be natural, but no.
Yeah, you would think. Thank you.
Something else that we have been doing, and if you go on the CodePink website, www.codepink.org, you will see that we have a letter going out to Senator Leahy, Democrat from Vermont, and he is the chair of the Senate Judiciary Committee, and they're different from the Intelligence Committee, but they do have authority over what goes on in the DOJ, and that includes the release of the legal memos that are missing. And we have over 3,000 signatures in less than 24 hours, and I encourage everyone to go on and sign on to that letter and to press the DOJ to release those memos publicly. And it is your right to know where your tax dollars are going, and people are being killed all over the world in your name, in the name of the United States of America. So if you care about your citizenship and your rights as a citizen, you want Senator Leahy and the Judiciary Committee to have those memos out.
And that again, that website is codepink.org.
Codepink.org, and you'll see it on the homepage.
I took part in this protest of drones, and I took the part of an innocent civilian lying on the floor because I am in horror of what's going on in Pakistan, in Yemen, in Afghanistan, in Somalia. The drones killing innocent civilians regularly. I hear about this on the news, and what happens is someone in the United States in some base, military base, is watching on a computer all day long. They just sit and watch a computer screen and have to, and as a drone is monitoring over these villages, and they're just looking for some reason to pull a trigger. They don't have much knowledge at all about what's going on with these villagers. They're just looking for something that looks like a gun, and they have no knowledge of these people. And now they say that any male any male adult is a targetable subject, and this is insane. This is amazing that we're killing these regular civilians, and then not only when they target one subject is the adult male killed, but also women and children are killed regularly, and there's no outcry going on in the United States about this, and we're about to confirm John Brennan as the head of the CIA, who is promoting this absolute insane, unconscionable behavior. And this is the least I can do as an American citizen, to protest these drone killings.
Thank you.
So Abdul Rahman is a 16-year-old American, as it says on my placard here. He was a drone victim in Yemen. In 2011, I believe, the administration decided in a secret way to target his father. He was a outspoken cleric. He talked fiercely about the United States' involvement in Yemen and elsewhere in this world, in the Muslim world, and they targeted the father. And then just shortly thereafter, a week later, they used a predator drone to kill a 16-year-old American, Abdul Rahman Al-Awaki, who is doing nothing more than looking for his father in Yemen, and they killed some of his cousins. They were in a place having a dinner. They were enjoying themselves, and under
Barack Obama and John Brennan's orders, the CIA used a drone to kill in secret a 16-year-old American, and they refused to acknowledge the fact, even though the rest of the world knows that Abdul Rahman was killed by an American drone strike. So we're asking the administration to make John Brennan come forward and tell what he knows about the brutal killing of an American citizen in Yemen, a 16-year-old American named Abdul Rahman al-Awlaki.
Thank you.